Most people are depressed, secretly, if not overtly. I don't think I know a single person who isn't. Everyone just seems to walk around with a general despair regarding the status of their lives. I'm not depressed. And I find that upsets depressed people. They think I should be. I mean, they say misery loves company, but that implies that misery is even capable of feeling love, which puts you more accurately into the mindsets of some of these people. It's only a little insulting, though, to have someone look at the scope of your life and be like, you should feel bad all the time. Thanks, you too. Am I satisfied with where I am? Of course not, but I'm not gonna wallow in it. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna work diligently towards something better. It's what I do. My channel specializes in polarizing boss ranking videos, incomplete day one farming methods, streams happening at the least opportune time for my demographic, and scripted third grade slideshows about unsearchable topics. Pretty sure I'm gonna make it, you guys. No one's in the business I'm in. Separate from the jokes I just told, I know exactly how to become mainstream. I really do. It's never escaped me. I've never been like, how? How does the internet work? I just ain't doing it. And I ain't gonna. I've been doing things my way at the expense of others' advice my entire life. Any chance I get to ignore standards or deflect establishmentarianism, I take it with fervor. During my tennis years, from like 7 to 16, my coaches would drill me non-stop about moving my feet between shots, to be better prepared to make quick dashes across the court, and my 7-year-old brain made the unwavering decision as soon as it heard that idea to be like, absolutely not. I will stand with my feet firmly planted between hits, and you can all line up to suck my dick. I have a passion when it comes to flying in the face of convention. You will not unroot me. It's why I will never move my feet. It's why I will never go to college. It's why I became a super senior rather than take summer school. It's part of why I quit my job, and it's why I'm not a successful YouTuber. I could go all production value on you people and make bandwagon edited, barely scripted, barely opinion videos with no substance or point even. It's easy. It's easier than you think it is, and you think it's really easy. I could pull them one after another directly out my ass like a magician's multicolored rag, just endless top 5s and 10s, nonsense prediction videos, brain placeboing conspiracy hypotheses. How do I know I can do them? Because I already have. As some of you shaking your heads during that rant are halfway done typing out in the comments, I'm no better than any of the people that do these videos. I mean, I am, but for point purposes, let's say I'm not. Everyone's willing to sink a little bit into hack territory if it means a foot in the spotlight. The problem is that the stage is made of quicksand, and not everyone can escape before they're swallowed completely. I've thought about this for like a minute since typing my last sentence I just said, but if you made a gutter trash nothing top 10 video, specifically catered to catching views like an Egyptian plague, and it actually got them. It went viral and blew your channel up to like 400,000 subscribers, and they all demanded that you make more gutter trash nothing top 10 videos, or they'd all leave, and you'd fall back into obscurity. Would you give in? If all 400,000 of them watched every subsequent video you made, that would be around $8,000 an upload with a basic monetization contract. Would you sell out? I wouldn't. But Kevin, you pour syrup on your pancakes in the shape of a $sign. Yes, I do, but I still say fuck 'em. You guys subbed, you get what you get, which is what I'm willing to provide, which is constantly up in the air. Sometimes I put out the occasional, usually ineffectual view sponge, but that's just to try and acquire the subs. If I ever got them, those videos would disappear completely and you'd be left with the bread and butter of my operation. That consistently cancels the bread before the series is over. My channel sucks. I hold no grand delusions about it. It sucks. I'm great. Don't confuse the two. Sometimes people want to extend their help to try and make it more than what it's meant to be. Sunburned Albino is a shitty free rent corner of YouTube where budget and effort are dirty words, and that's how it's always going to be it 17,000 subscribers or 4 million. If I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna get there my way, and if I'm gonna stay middle class, it'll be a result of my way. This whole thing has been one paragraph, full of contradictions, poor formatting I must say, another hallmark of the channel. I live in Oregon, a place where even the dragons are bearded. Why are beards so popular all of a sudden? Is it the only way a woman can look at a hipster and still see a man? Oh, they're so hot. Why? What does that do for you? I just love rubbing my chin against stinging nettles while we make out until I can't feel it anymore. It's like I'm being thrown face first into a hedge maze. So hot. High schoolers with full-length beards. Go the fuck back to medieval times where you belong. Nobody who looks like that should be swinging swing dancing, you should be swinging an axe at a fucking orc and drenching your beard in all the mead you fail to swallow. It's just a sponge attached to your face. Girls, I don't know how you have sex with a guy with a beard without it feeling like rape. Even if you're on top, you're like, did I consent to this? Am I his prisoner? Do I have Stockholm Syndrome? Because he's a monster with Sasquatch fur on his head. I feel like when we finally catch Bigfoot and put him in a zoo, there'll be a ton of girls lined up squeezing their nipples against the glass. You're turned on by a creature, you strange, unsettling person. I think 20 years from now, Tinder profiles are still gonna be like, if you voted for Trump, swipe left. I come from a conservative family living in a blue state. They all think God's the illest, that gay marriage is immoral, and Trump's rooting out the terrorists, and I don't care about none of that. Every time anything remotely gay comes on the TV, my mom will shake her head and make some comment about how the media is trying to normalize gay people. And they are. No mistake. They're trying real hard. They have to inject it into everything because they think if they force feed us enough gay relations, we'll all begrudgingly accept them. They even try to change our established entertainment, like that whole campaign there was to make Captain America gay. I am 100% against that because you don't just change the sexuality of an 80-year-old comic book character. Are you gonna reprint all the original comics to have him bumping ass with dudes instead of dames? Or is he supposed to turn gay out of grief when his long-standing female love dies and run into the arms of his sidekick Buckley? There's nothing there. It's like Batman going gay for Robin. Of course nobody who started that campaign knew anything about the Marvel Universe. They watched the Captain America movies showcase 5% of his history and said, my Tweak and Craig style yaoi fanfiction should become canon. Fuck your agenda in its ass where it likes it. I'm not against gay people, but you don't get revisionist history. What you do get is a slew of new characters that can be whatever you want them to be, as long as they're created that way. Tracer from Overwatch, she's a lesbian, and she always was a lesbian, and thusly nobody gives a shit that she's a lesbian. But if Tracer existed in 1940 and had many love affairs with men, but now all of a sudden in 2017 you changed her core code, you're gonna create some lore issues, and nobody's on board. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll play myself off.